Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, belated congratulations to the GOAT. That's the greatest woman boxer of all time. It's got to be Claressa Shields. She made history beating Marie-Eve Dicaire, or Dakari, depending on how she wants to pronounce her name, who was 17-0. Ready? And she was dominated in every round by Claressa Shields. And now Claressa Shields is something that you just don't hear every day. And that's two-division undisputed. You've been undisputed in the junior middleweight, in the middleweight division, and now the junior middleweight division. It's ridiculous. It's awesome. And she should call herself the GOAT. I don't see anything in women's boxing, although in women's boxing I would consider myself a casual fan. I know only the heavyweights. I don't know every woman boxer. But, I don't like to call myself a casual because, at least I watch things analytically because I watch a lot of sport. But I just want to say I don't know all of them. But I do know there's not that many women boxers. It's still an awesome feat. But I will say this. About 6 months ago, I was watching and I didn't know this person. I did a video about it, put it up. And when I watched this person, I was like, wow, this is a good fighter here. And I'm wondering what happened. It's a mystery to me, but like I told you guys before, I'm not on social media, so I don't go looking in somebody's Instagram and trying to find out about them too much. Right, a little bit, but not much. You know what I'm saying? It's just whatever. When I see you, I see you. But her name is Savannah Marshall. And Savannah Marshall impressed the hell out of me, but like I said, I didn't know her. I watched her fight against Yankin, and I watched the lead up, and I was just, I got on this girl's, I was on her side because she was just humble. And she went in there, she has a lot of swag, and she has a lot of things. Middleweight champion now, I think the WBO style. And she has a win against Claressa Shields in the amateurs. And when you watch Savannah Marshall, you would see that's the only fight out there for Claressa Shields, in my opinion. I think that would be a mega fight. It'll be a fight where Claressa would be the favorite, of course, but not by far. Savannah Marshall, unless something has happened since then. I don't know what it is. Then I went and I saw something. She was even Floyd Mayweather had got her under his company for a while, and I was like, wow, what happened there? But I didn't even do any research about it. You guys just check out her name's Savannah Marshall. I think that's the only fight for Claressa Shields to even have, just to even get that that she beat Claressa Shields in the amateurs. And when you watch Savannah Marshall, you'll understand why. For 3 rounds, outpointing Claressa Shields or something, she could do that. It reminds me a little bit of why I think Junior Faw, the New Zealander, who just had a close fight with Joseph Parker, he beat Joseph Parker twice in the amateurs. After watching him fight, you could see why. He was, for a couple of rounds, you'll be able to outpoint him, maybe hold a little bit, outpoint him, and win in the amateurs. But that's the difference between the pros. Do I think Savannah Marshall beats Claressa Shields in the pros right now? Not really. But I do say this. I was extremely impressed, and I would tune into that fight. I didn't even watch that fight yet with Claressa Shields yet. Had other things to do, wasn't feeling right. But I will watch it. But I think Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall is a mega fight. Mega fight. And do your homework on Savannah Marshall and you'll understand why I'm saying that. Now that brings me to another guy, right? And that's Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is, a seriously awesome fighter, 3-division champion. And we keep, doing things so he won't be able to do exactly what Claressa Shields just done. He wants to be undisputed in 2 divisions. He could have been that already. He should have probably did it at lightweight while he was there at 135 pounds, but he left that division because there wasn't nothing happening. Now he went to junior welterweight, became undisputed, and in welterweight we keep putting stones in his way. Right? He wanted Pacquiao when Pacquiao had the WBA championship. He can't get a Pacquiao fight for like 6 years. He's trying to get Pacquiao now. You listen to all the articles. They're trying to have him fight anybody else but Pacquiao. But Bob Arum, the promoter of Terence Crawford, is saying they're trying to do it in the Middle East. It's still possible. But we keep hearing Pacquiao in other, talking to other people, both Garcias, Ryan Garcia and Mikey Garcia. But, this Terence Crawford fight, it's documented. He doesn't really want that one. But he's asked for $40 million, which is outlandish. But Bob Arum is trying to get it in the Middle East. Let's hope that happens, because that's a significant fight that Terence Crawford needs to have. And then in the meantime, then your boy Spence can fight Ugas, and then Crawford and Spence can fight for Undisputed. Because I personally think that Terence Crawford has what it takes to do exactly what Claressa Shields did, and in the men's game, it's even more of a achievement because there's just more awesome men. I don't think Claressa Shields has a division where you got a Errol Spence, Terence Crawford. Let's say if Claressa Shields was Terence Crawford, then she has an Errol Spence in her division, or Sean Porter, or Keith Thurman, or Danny Garcia, and I'm missing some other ones. Ugas, people that you think, well, hey, it's 50-50 or 60-40 fights. That's not happening with Claressa Shields. So this is what I'm just saying. It's a lot more parity in the men's game, but we keep doing things. We want Terence Crawford to fight Sean Porter right now, right? Sean Porter's lost 3 times and has a draw, which means there's 4 close fights, and we're not even talking about the close fight with Ugas, right? Terence Crawford beat Kell Brook, who beat Sean Porter, right? Most of the time, Sean Porter should probably be fighting Spence, because normally when a fighter, especially a fighter that of color, when you got a close fight, you're going to have to rematch, right? And Spence doesn't have to rematch Porter, right? But it's not an issue. It's not a big problem because he can go and fight Ugas as long as Terence Crawford gets Manny Pacquiao, and after that we have the major fight, so we can see if Terence Crawford can become undisputed in 2 divisions. I think he can. I know welterweight's hard. The people are a lot bigger than him, but I've seen Spence in a close fight against Porter. I've seen Porter also be knocked down by Broner, who is not as good mover as Terence Crawford. So I think Terence Crawford has a chance of even beating Spence. Now that's the hardest one, but I think he has an opportunity, definitely a chance in doing so. I think Sean Porter would be a hard fight, because Sean Porter, that's basically what his name should be. I'm a hard fight for anybody on planet Earth. So he would be a hard fight. It would be a hard fight for Terence Crawford to come through, but I think he would do it. I just would like to see Terence Crawford get the opportunity to do this, and we could stop with all the articles and all the things that are trying to get people away and stop focusing on what's really going on. Terence Crawford's trying to become a GOAT. That he's not just trying to become just a normal boxer, and time is running out. It is ticking. He's 33 now, and we keep, how are we going to have somebody like Pacquiao not fight him for so many years, and we don't say that when we're talking about Terence Crawford. I keep saying it in every video. And every other fighter, no matter where, it's like, hey, Pacquiao can fight him, Pacquiao will beat him, and this and that. But when it comes to Terence Crawford, hey, we're worried about Manny Pacquiao's well-being. It might be the passing of a torch. We shouldn't let that happen. Why are they doing that? They're not doing that to any other fighter except Terence Crawford, and he's not that much bigger than Pacquiao. Not bigger at all, actually. Smaller. So let's see that happen. I don't want everybody to lose focus. Terence Crawford has the opportunity to do exactly what Claressa Shields just did. So just let's give him the opportunity to do so. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide. And I'm about to hear y'all.